Help! I might be a tradwife. That's the headline of Joanna Novak's guest essay in the New York Times, and it captures the uneasy tension at the heart of her piece.
Novak, a poet and creative writing professor who writes a newsletter on culture and parenting, found herself watching Netflix's new reboot of Little House on the Prairie just weeks after giving birth to her second son. She'd grown up besotted with Laura Ingalls Wilder's novels, even owning the supplemental Little House cookbook by Barbara M. Walker, paging through frontier recipes for fried salt pork and gravy with the same longing she felt reading Wilder's prose, the wish to be transported.
But the new series didn't transport her.
Instead, it felt all too familiar, like cosplay for a fantasy frontier. A visual feast of chemises, bonnets, limpid-eyed girls with flower crowns haloing their pre-Raphaelite coifs. The show appears, perhaps inevitably, like an infomercial for the tradwife lifestyle, set to a soundtrack of whinnying horses and churring bugs. The Ingalls girls wash clothes in pristine streams, stoke fires while sucking peppermint sticks, slumber under patchwork quilts.
Who wouldn't yearn for this life? The reboot arrives in the midst of a full-blown tradwife moment. Carol Claire Burke's best-selling novel Yesteryear, soon to be a feature film starring Anne Hathaway, imagines a modern-day tradwife transported back to the real deprivations of 1855. One of the UR tradwife influencers, Hannah Nealman, who has 9 children, has opened the Ballerina Farm store in Midway, Utah, transforming that town into what Novak calls a trad tourist trap. Part of the reasoning for Netflix's series is clear. The original 1974 show was, according to Nielsen, the most streamed legacy title as recently as 2024, racking up 13.3 billion minutes of viewing time that year, roughly 40 minutes for every person living in America. Novak's first exposure to the tradwife world came while teaching a food writing workshop.
A grad student wrote an admiring essay about a young mother from Texas named Nara Smith, 24, who makes homemade nut butter, cares for 5 children, and, according to the student, shares the joys of serving those she loves while still fulfilling her career as a model.
Smith also has 12.5 million followers on TikTok and 4.8 million on Instagram.
As a woman who's always believed her life purpose is synonymous not with her fecundity or homemaking prowess but with her artistic ambitions, Novak is decidedly not the audience for this kind of content. The tradwife, she writes, performs wholesome homesteading for online public consumption, milking cows with apple-cheeked little ones trailing her lawn, organic cotton skirts.
And that's where the article leaves us, mid-sentence, mid-thought, in the middle of a cultural moment that's hard to look away from. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, and this has been the podcast.